What's going on, guys? Joe Munoz here, OneStepPrep.com. Hey, I've just been called in to go take a look at a student that's been written up for a remedial session due to a single engine go around. If you know anything about some of the things that I always say about remedial sessions, I can tell you one of the most common sessions, and certainly that's the case again today, is the single engine go around. So the process that I'm going to go through, just so you understand, I haven't spoken with the student. I haven't seen their record. I just want you to know kind of now what goes through my head as I go into this session later on today. So the first thing is when I show up, I want to look at what the instructor's notes were, previous instructor's notes in the student's record. I'm going to look at that. And then I'm going to give, of course, the student a 1-hour briefing. And then I'm going to go into the sim and I'm going to have them do the single engine go around without me saying anything, maybe the first 1 or 2 times. Because what I want to do is see if a couple things that I suspect are probably happening to this pilot happen to be the area of hindrance, if you will, that got them written up for remedial in the first place. Okay, so let me share with you some of the things I suspect are probably affecting this person. Okay, the first thing I probably suspect that is affecting this person is the application of excessive rudder prior to engine spool up. I'm going to guess that they're deviating off course excessively because the rudder pressure that is being applied exceeds the engine spool up. So in other words, they're adding too much rudder too quickly and the engine hasn't actually gotten to the go around value yet. I'm going to guess that's the first problem. The second problem I'm going to guess is that their pitch attitude is exceeding flight director guidance. Therefore, the airspeed is decreasing and they're running out of authority on the back end to be able to actually have any type of authority on their directional control, if you will. So I'm just making these 2 predictions, okay? That may or may not be the case. We'll see. Those are usually the top 2 areas that candidates will have issue with the single engine go around. Like I said, I'm going to review the notes and then see how it goes from there. Now, it could just be that maybe the callouts aren't right. Usually, you got to understand we have one of 3 problems. The first of which is the pilot can do the callouts but can't fly, or you can fly and you can't do the callouts. And of course, worst case is you can't fly and you cannot do the callouts, which is the most difficult to correct because now we've got 2 challenges to deal with there. So if you can study your callouts to a level of unconscious competence, those of you that have trained with me in the past or seen the ladder of competence that I like to put up on the board, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about here. If you can train callouts to a level where you're reciting them unconsciously so you can consciously fly the plane, that's going to help you huge in your single engine go round. So look, I cover all this stuff on video, all of these common weak points. I'm going to go into the sim right now. And I'm suspecting these common weak points that I talk about right within our video program at OneStepPrep.com. This is probably what's going on. I got the full video briefing there that I'm going to give to him later on today. We'll see if this happens to be the case. It may not. We may have to hit it from a different angle, and depending on what exactly is his weak point, we're going to address it. But nonetheless, believe me when I tell you, we're going to get this candidate through, and he'll have a successful type rating and check right outcome.